G'day guys, Luke here, welcome back to another video. Now today's video guys is Reptile Room update for June 2021. Let's jump in and see how everyone's doing. As always guys, we're starting off with Chris, who is my Blackie the Python. Just woking him up so he's not too happy. His enclosure guys hasn't changed since last month, pretty much the same really. The only thing that's changed for him is he went from large rats to now extra large rats. He took that down without a problem this week. So he's being a good little eater. He's still being friendly, but he's not happy that I woke him up. Next up, guys, we have Chappie and Orchid, who are two Australian carpet pythons. This one up here is Chappie. He's my boy. His girlfriend, Orchid, she's in the high today, so she's a no-show. These guys have recently been upgraded to a 4-foot enclosure. So it's 4 feet by 2 feet by 1.5 feet deep. So yeah, these two are doing pretty well in here. They've been in here for a couple of weeks now. These two have been upsized from large rats to extra large rats now. They've been in without a problem. I don't care if they breed this year, honestly. I'm just trying to get them up to size and make sure they're nice, happy and healthy. If they end up breeding, they breed, but if they don't, doesn't matter. Next up, guys, we have Molly, who is my female jungle carpet python. She's doing very well still. She's down at the bottom underneath the heat globe. Nothing in her enclosure has changed, guys. She went from, I think, weaned rats now to juvenile rats. So she's getting nice and big, nice and healthy now. Let me know, guys, how you think of the audio now. I've found a little microphone that I can attach to my phone. So far, when I review the footage, it's actually working. But I want to make sure it has it for you guys. So if it's good for you guys, let me know. If it's not good, let me know as well. But yeah, hopefully this new microphone helps out when I record videos. Just above Molly, guys, we have Ray, who is my Rosenberg monitor. He's doing pretty well. Starting to lose that orange now, but doesn't matter. He's getting nice and big, nice and healthy. He's been taking his superworms, crickets, and his pinky mice now. So he's very good. Handling wise, he's still not quite used to it yet. But nothing has changed, guys. But eventually, he might get an upgrade. Just depends how quickly he grows. Next up, we have Crystal, who is my female pygmy bearded dragon. She's doing very well today. Her setup, guys, hasn't changed. She's been eating a lot lately. I'm not breeding my pygmies. Just because I tried putting them together recently, and that didn't work out too well. She actually attacked Bam Bam, who's my male. But yeah, she's doing very well. I've rearranged her setup a little bit, so she's got more space in the corner over there to run around. But yeah, she's doing very well, and hopefully she continues the way she is. The new addition, guys, is our house in here. If you haven't seen the thumbnail, here he is. This is Pedro. He's my pink-tongued skink. I've had him for a couple of weeks now. Yeah, it's only in a couple of superworms for now, but he's still getting used to his new environment. Let's put him in a bit more light so you can see him a bit better. But he's eating a couple of superworms at the moment. This isn't going to be his forever home. He will be moved to a bigger enclosure soon, once I rearrange some animals. Got a nice habitat in mind for him. But yeah, the way he's going, he's still pretty fit, pretty healthy. He's not exactly used to people, but he's started getting the idea of being handled. But yeah, he's pretty cool, isn't he, guys? We'll put him back so he doesn't get too stressed out. So that is Pedro, the pink-tongued skink. Rightio, up here, guys, we have Bam Bam, who is my male pygmy bearded dragon. He's sleeping in his brick. You probably just see his head there. Don't want to disturb him. He's in brumation. Yesterday he did come out, had a couple superworms to eat, but otherwise he went back in his hide and started sleeping again. That doesn't matter. He's still doing well. Nothing in his enclosure hasn't changed. Down here, guys, we have Billy. Now, Billy used to be in there last month, but I had to upgrade her again because she's just grown so quickly. And, of course, you're probably thinking, oh, we don't have Pedro in here. We just got Pedro, and we're trying to get him established before we move him to a larger environment. So, if you haven't seen last month's Reptile Room, yeah, this is Billy. Even if you've seen last month, you'll be surprised how big she's gotten since. I do believe it's a female, just because of the little head, big body. Still got the stumpy tail, but the tail's growing back quite nicely. She's eating a lot. She's a little pig. So every morning she comes out, gets a brekkie, goes back in. She's in shed at the moment, so she's not in the best colours. But if you go over to my Instagram, I did post a photo of her last shed. She turned out very nicely. I'm not too sure if I'm going to breed my blue tongues, but she's doing pretty well. But anyway, we'll move on. Down here, guys, we have Superstar and Graham, who are my two beautiful girls. They are two blind spider pythons. Their setup, guys, hasn't changed at all since last month. I'll quickly show you these two. Graham's going to brumation while Superstar's still smashing food. They're being upsized from extra large adult mice to arena mice. Sorry, not arena mice, arena rats. There's Superstar. So the Superstar is this darker one. I'll go into this lighter one. She's eating like a pig while she's off her food for the winter. So that's them two. Just across from Superstar and Graham, we have my male Bloodspot Python Emma. Here he is. He's still being a cheeky boy. He said, guys, he's been rearranged a bit since his last clean. If the camera can focus, you can see his naughty face. There he is. He's doing well. He's eating arena rats as well, like the other two now. But yeah, nothing really exciting happening with him. We'll close the door before he decides to bite me. Next door to Emma, we have Charles, who's my albino down couple of him. He might be getting an upgrade his two guys. So the plan is, once Ray gets upsized, he'll go into Ray's enclosure, and then Pedro, he'll go in this enclosure when Charles is out from this enclosure. So here he is, finally in his hide. He's doing very well. He's also eating green rats. So he's getting nice and big. He's starting to get a bit more snappy, but I just gotta keep handling him more so he stays nice and calm. But yeah, guys, his setup hasn't changed at all since last month. So that is Charles. Up here, guys, we have Echo. She's the diva of the Reptile room. She's still being a good girl. She's just a lovely water dragon, Echo. So Echo is an Eastern water dragon. Her setup, guys, hasn't changed since last month. You can see all of it's still here. These guys will be getting a substrate change soon. The snakes and the guys who are on sand, they've got theirs done recently. It's just going to get more coconut fibre for all the other guys so I can clean their enclosures. Next two animals, guys, before they start running off. So these are my two Spidertailed Geckos. This one here is my boy, I think. This is Charcoal. His girlfriend, Nicole. There she is. Their setup, guys, hasn't changed hasn't changed a lot since last month. Both of them are doing very well. If these guys do breed this year, they do breed. If they don't breed, that doesn't matter as well, guys. I'm not much into breeding. I'm more just looking after the animals and showing you all the different species. Don't you jump off my hand, Charcoal. So these guys constantly change their colours. So 1 minute he's that to that, then she could be from that to that. So these are pretty cool. I'll put them back before they start jumping off my hand. Next up, guys, we have Salt and Pepper, who are my two Spidertailed Geckos. Both are doing very well. Salty, she's there, sitting on a heat pad. And Pepper, used to be their boyfriend, but I separated them because Salt doesn't really deal well with eggs. So I thought I'll keep them separated, keep them both alive. So they're doing very well. Nothing in their enclosure, guys, hasn't changed. Yeah, both of them doing very well. Not breeding them again, so that's all good. Here we have Diablo, who is my brown tree snake. Been assist feeding him lately, just because he's decided to go food, and I want to make sure he's still maintaining a good body weight. Even though he's a skinny snake, I still want him to still be eating. Last week he was straight up refused his food, so that doesn't matter. Snakes don't eat all the time. But yeah, he's doing very well. Besides not eating, he's doing well. He's shedding very nicely. You're tangled up there, buddy. His setup, guys, hasn't changed. I'm planning to do something nice for him in the future. We're going to that enclosure that he's in. But otherwise, he's doing very well. Getting some size on him now. Off to the next animal. Rightio, guys, last lot of animals getting along here. We'll start up with the 3 blue tongues. So up here we have Bluey. He's doing well. He's one of 3 Eastern blue tongue skinks now. His brother Bo is down here. He's doing well. Their substrate will get changed pretty soon, guys. Then down here we have Blaney. Or Blaine, who's my low-land blotch blue tongue. There she is. And then you have Billy, who's the other Eastern blue tongue that you guys saw earlier in the video. All 3 of them are doing well. Nothing in their enclosures haven't changed. Actually, that's a lie. The 2 brothers have water bowls, new water bowls. And with their old water bowls, guys, we changed them to their food bowls. As they kept pushing the food off the food bowl into the substrate and then made it a bit more dirtier. And also they kept filling up their water bowls with the substrate, which was painful. So we got them with deeper water bowls and then changed these into better food bowls. Last animal of the Reptile room, guys. So under here we've got Monty, who is my male shingle-based skink. His setup, guys, hasn't changed at all since last month. He's doing very well. He's eating a lot. Since it's getting colder, he's slowing down a little bit more. But yeah, when he does come out and eat, he eats everything from his food bowl, which is awesome. So yeah, that's Monty, and that's the whole Reptile Room update, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in another video.